Hey guys, it's Ruby Patchouli here, back with another curly hair video. Today's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be a story time. I'm gonna talk about my curly hair journey, my natural hair journey, how I transitioned, all that jazz. I'm also going to tell you guys about the ups and downs, and I will also be showing you guys photos so you guys can see the progression of my curls throughout the years and the decline as well. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. So please stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I started my hair journey back in May 2018. That's when I got my big chop. I didn't want to, but I guess the universe had different plans for me. Let me rewind back to growing up, how my hair was. Growing up, I had really curly hair. I had thick hair. I'm half Puerto Rican, half Dominican, so that's pretty common. Growing up, I pretty much had my hair curly up until 9. And that's when my mom started perming my hair. In junior high, I wore my hair curly pretty much all the time. I didn't know how to take care of it or style it. All I used was gel, sometimes mousse. I really didn't know how to do much. And you know how back in the day, the hairstyle was like the front is very slick back. You tie it in the back and then your curls are out. That's how I used to wear my hair. Come high school, started blowing it out more. That's when I started using the iron in high school, and I would use the iron every single day. Every morning before school, I had to make sure that everything was sleek down perfect because my curls are 3B to 3C curls. It goes more towards the 3C side. So to lay everything down took a lot of work. In the morning, I would use the hair iron. In high school was also when I started dyeing my hair. I had this fixation with wanting my hair to look just like Jennifer Lopez. So I would constantly, every 6 months, go to the hair salon to try and get my hair lightened to look more like hers. It was not great. The hair salons that I went to were not the best at lightening up dark hair, and they weren't really good at setting the right expectations either. I had a lot of mishaps with hair dye. One time I went to a salon, I'm not going to call them out, but this is after high school. I went there to finally go blonde. As far as I can remember, I wanted to be a blonde. I don't even understand why. They actually turned my hair orange. It was so bad, and I went home and I could not deal with this. I went back the next day so they can fix the orange. It was a mess. They bleached my hair was damaged, and then because it was so damaged, like I had to cut it really short. I ended up putting extensions in, and the extensions that I chose were so bad for you guys. I don't know if you remember, but they were called Brazilian extensions. They pretty much take up some hair, and then they take the extension, and with a thread they wrap it around a lot of times till it's secure there. I had those extensions on no less than 2 weeks, and I had to take them off. They were ripping my hair. So I'm taking them off in the shower, and as I'm taking them off, my hair is just coming out. It was horrendous. Did I learn my lesson then? No, I didn't. I ended up going back to dark, which is what I always did in high school. I would go light one semester, next semester go back to dark, and then I kept doing that. In between, I would sometimes do the strawberry blonde. I was all over the place with my hair, but I never let my curls live freely. Come young adulthood, I was bartending in the city, and one that I worked in put a lot of emphasis on your looks. Everything had to be perfect. That's when I started wearing clip-ins. Whenever I worked, I wore my clip-in extensions, and whenever I went out, whenever I hung out, the only time I wouldn't wear my extensions was on my day offs, like when I would go shopping, you know, to the spa, get my nails and whatever. I would usually like wear a hat. Caused so much damage, just so much. I wasn't happy with my curls. I didn't like how they looked. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to style them. I did try a few times to let my curly hair show. Even when I would wear my curly hair out, it wasn't like natural curls. I had to use the wand to achieve the curls that I wanted because my curl pattern was just so inconsistent, guys. And I had so much heat damage that some parts just wouldn't curl. This was before I learned everything I know now. I was just lost. I didn't know what to do. Fast forward, and I decided to move to Florida. I was finally ready to just be my true authentic self. I was ready to let my curls be free, be happy with what God gave me. I went to this place so I can start my curly hair journey. I did not go in expecting a big chop. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I asked for, but that is what I got. And when I saw my hair, guys, I kid you not, I cried inside the salon. I always had a fear of my hair being cut whenever I go to salons because that's been my experience my entire life. I asked for a trim, they cut off way more. Subconsciously, I don't know how, I've been conditioned to think that long hair is beautiful, and if you don't have long hair, you're not as attractive, and that is not the right mindset to have. That's not true. I mean, looking back at it now, that's probably what I needed to jumpstart me onto this natural hair journey, because without being forced to do a big chop, I don't think I would have ever done it. I would have stayed in that uncomfortable phase where I want my hair to be curly, but I have these like stringy parts that aren't curling. I don't know what to do, but I don't want to cut it. So it would have taken me much longer to get to where I'm at now, or probably wouldn't have. I probably would have stayed with braiding my hair. So my hair's cut now and I hate it. The next night we go out, and the second day into my natural hair journey, I straightened my hair. Looking back, I definitely would have done things a bit more different, but everything transfolded the way it was supposed to. I had a mental breakdown that night. That's when I finally had to like have a talk with myself, and I just told myself, Ruby, we're in this. Your hair is cut already. Now it's time for you to take this serious. We did not go through this huge change for no reason. You have to do this and you have to see it through. Girl of 2018. This was such a rough time in my life. I went back to my job and the same thing. I wore my natural hair, and my manager at the time said something that really messed with me psychologically. The comment was, "Oh, we have wild hair today, I see." It didn't make me feel good, and I went back to straightening it, wearing my extension. Being in this environment changed me to a point where I didn't know who I was. I don't want to be in a place where showing my true self is not celebrated. So screw you guys. I mean, if you guys don't like it, too bad. This is my hair. I'm gonna wear it loud and proud. Then I left my hair alone from May 2018 with a few hiccups at the end of 2018 with straightening it briefly, all the way to October 2019. I didn't cut my hair at all. I didn't really do too much with it. I didn't dye it either, because a goal of mine was to let all that dye grow out. Majority of that year, I had my hair pulled back, constantly keep it in a bun. I would wear my hair curly whenever I would go out and hang out with friends, but my everyday hairstyle was hair back. So that's when I started learning more about curls. October 2019, and my hair looked really good. It was like up to here, because like I'm sure you know, curly hair grows this way before it grows this way. So my hair was just, I had big hair. I had two colors. Finally, I got to a point where I was ready to cut it off, because it was long enough to the point where if I cut off old color, it wouldn't be too short for me. I got my Rizzo cut, which is my favorite cut to this day. I was feeling myself. I loved it so much. And then I kid you not, 2 months later, my hair grew so much. I'm gonna post a picture here. 2020 is when I moved to LA, and that's when I really started taking my hair care seriously. I finally saw the fruits of my labor with my hair. I saw how beautiful I am with it, and that's when I started falling in love with it. Come 2020, during the quarantine, hair care just became a passion of mine. Curls became such a passion. I started binge watching YouTube videos. I was taking care of my hair a lot more. I was eating better. I was exercising. That year was just the year of my curls. May 2020 was when I gave myself a trim, and I did a good job, guys. I'll link the picture here. So then come November 2020, my hair was flourishing. I was on point, guys. I was doing oil treatments every single week, deep conditioning as well every week. Every 3 or 4 weeks, I would use Olaplex. I had a perfect balance, guys, between protein and moisture. My curls were the best it's ever been. But then I started getting restless because I needed a haircut and I couldn't find anyone. So I started giving myself my own haircut. It was okay, but I wasn't in love with it. Then comes 2021. I enter the year on a great note. My hair is looking great, but then I got on birth control. Then I got off of it, and once I got off of it, it it definitely took a toll on my hair. I did start experiencing some thinning. Hair was more unmanageable. It was looking dry, frizzy. I was shocked to see the decline. It was very upsetting. Definitely took a shot at my self-esteem. All I could do was cut it off, even it out as much as I could, and I did that in July 2021. My hair was the worst it's ever been during my natural hair journey. It looked lifeless. It looked so thin. I got the haircut knowing that I needed a haircut, but it didn't fix the problem, which made me look inward. I've worked so hard to achieve the hair that I had achieved, to then have it completely transform itself negatively. I realized that I was allowing the way that my hair looked to affect the way I felt inside, and you should never let something outer affect your inner, especially when it comes to looks. But hair relates to being healthy, and they say that you have really healthy, strong looking hair that equates to how healthy you are, because whenever something's going on within your body, the first way it's going to manifest is on the hair. Your hair is the last thing that gets nutrient. All the nutrients go to other important parts within your body. So once your body's lacking something, that's the first thing it's going to take from. December 2021, I decided to get my 4th curly cut. Let me try this one more time. Go in for a curly cut. I know it's going to be short, but I'm hoping that this is going to be the last time I need to do this. That is exactly what has been happening. Thankfully, I'm so grateful. So now I got a really good shape. My hair is much more bouncier. After this cut, I can thankfully say I have had really good wash days, refresh days. Even if I don't have product in my hair, I'm still happy with the way that my hair looks, and now I feel very confident to start my healthy hair journey again. I'm starting at a good point, and as long as I am on top of my hair maintenance and I'm giving it TLC, I feel like it's gonna grow long like I had it last time. It took me 16 months to get to that length. My focus is less on length and more on like big hair and healthy hair. If you guys have any questions or need any suggestions on how to start your curly hair journey or how to transition, just send me a comment or a message on Instagram, Ruby Patchouli, and I will be sure to get back to you. I hope you guys learned something from my story. It's definitely been a roller coaster, but right now I am at a good place with the way that my journey has transpired, and I hope that this could inspire somebody else to start their curly hair journey or their natural hair journey. This is Ruby Patchouli. Please like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.